friends! Welcome back to Eat, Read, Sleep, where we summarize books to save you time. I am Kalina, and this episode is for Make Your Bed, Little Things That Can Change Your Life, a self-help book by author Admiral William McRaven, and you are about to change the world. Or so this book claims. Ready? Okay, so retired U.S. Navy Admiral William McRaven brings us this short book after making a captivating commencement speech at the University of Texas, his alma mater. He spoke on 10 principles he learned during his Navy SEAL training that he extrapolated to help overcome challenges in outside life.
If you want to change the world, don't ever ring the bell.
This speech was overwhelmingly well received, like it went viral with more than 10 million views and prompted McRaven to follow up with this book, answering questions about his career and to elaborate on the 10 lessons. So, 1 to 10, what are they? Let's find out. Number 1, start your day with a completed task, like make your bed. Creatively, the title of the book and most important lesson. In Navy training, it's also the first expected task of the day.
I tell you to do something, that's aye, sir.
The crispness of making a bed is scrutinized to precision. McRaven tells us it's the idea that the simple act of making your bed that can give you the momentum you need to continue achieving tasks throughout the day. And hey, if all else fails, at least you have a nice clean bed to settle into at the end of the day. Number 2, you can't go it alone. Simply put, you need people in your life to help you through the difficult times. McRaven shares his story about being hit at 120 miles per hour midair by an open parachute, causing him to get tangled in a violent accident. His legs were pulled apart, separating his pelvis, ripping his lower torso, and detaching his stomach. A gruesome picture to paint, to say the least, but it's a lesson that self-pity does not heal. What helped him recover was the support of his wife, his friends that visited and called constantly, and the Navy that welcomed him to a new role to come back to. And let's be real, guys, none of us are immune from life's tragic moments, and hopefully nothing that tragic. But it does take a good team of people to get you to your destination in life. And if you don't think you have support, think again. Anything that you achieve in life is a result of others who have helped you along the way, even if it was just a passerby in your life. So share your life, make friends, and never forget that your success depends on others. Principle number 3, only the size of your heart matters. Humbled by his erroneous judgments, McRaven shares how he was naive in thinking that others smaller, weaker, were not fit to finish Navy SEAL training. In fact, a thin man that he was quick to cast aside was actually a Medal of Honor recipient and one of the toughest SEALs in the history of the teams. It's not the size of the exterior that matters, just the size of the heart. Number 4, life's not fair. Drive on. Get over being a sugar cookie and move on forward. What? Sugar cookie? No, not an actual sugar cookie. But get this, if you violate a SEAL training rule, the punishment is to jump into the surf, roll around in the sand, and turn yourself into a sugar cookie. And then you stay that way for the rest of the day. Sounds cute, or even delicious, but extremely uncomfortable and a test of patience and determination. McRaven learned that no matter how hard you try, no matter how good you are, you still sometimes end up as a sugar cookie. So don't blame your life on some outside force, on how you were raised, on how your parents treated you. None of that determines your future. It's how you deal with life's unfairness. Don't complain, stand tall, look to the future, and drive on. All right, number 5, failure can make you stronger. The circus. A Navy SEAL end-of-day punishment made up of extreme workouts and harassment meant to wear you out so that you would further fail the next day's test, resulting in additional circus. As McRaven calls it, it was a death spiral, a cycle of failure that caused many students to quit training. After being put through the circus, McRaven realized that what had started off as a punishment for failure was actually making him stronger. It was actually making him faster and more confident. Remember, no one is immune from mistakes. Every decision has a consequence. But for every failure, for every mistake, there are many more successes. So don't be afraid of the circus. 6. Okay, you guys ready for this one? You must dare greatly. Unable to complete the SEAL obstacle course in an appropriate time, McRaven was given advice.
The obstacle course is going to beat you every time unless you start taking some risks.
That's the sound I imagine. The following week, McRaven set his fears aside and went headfirst down an obstacle slide and beat his personal best time. So, when we look at the obstacle course of life, McRaven reminds us that those who live in fear of failure, fear of hardship, or embarrassment will never achieve their potential. Without pushing your limits, without daring greatly, you will never know what is truly possible in your life. So, dive in headfirst, guys. Okay, principle number 7. Stand up to the bullies.
I don't like bullies.
So, this one is about courage. Without courage, others define your path, and you're at the mercy of life's temptations. Think of bullies like sharks that sense fear in water. Give them a reason to strike, and they will. So, find the courage that is deep within you, and don't back down from the sharks of life. Stinking bullies. Number 8. Okay, almost done, guys. Rise to the occasion. In SEAL training, McRaven faced a literal dark moment. Having to swim 2,000 meters underwater in pitch darkness to attach something to a large vessel and then have to swim all the way back to the bay in order to complete a mission. This training had the highest potential for someone to get hurt and even die. Scary, right? The words of his chief petty officer that night stayed with him for the next 30 days. Tonight, you will have to be your very best. You must rise above your fears, your doubts, your fatigue. No matter how dark it gets, you must complete your mission. This is what separates you from everyone else. At some point in life, guys, we will all confront a dark moment. The passing of a loved one, something that crushes your spirit, the uncertainty of your future. In your dark moment, reach deep inside you and just be your very best. Number 9 is to give people hope. This one's my favorite. McRaven shares a story of the power of one. One person that was able to unite a group that was neck deep in mud, freezing and ready to give up. While everyone was giving in to their pain and suffering, one man started to sing. One voice became 2. 2 became 3. And before long, the whole group was singing in the dark, overcoming their fears and pain. Inspired by the song of hope started by one person. When you find yourself neck deep in, let's just say it, that's the time to sing loudly, smile broadly, and to lift up those around you and give them hope that tomorrow will be a better day. And finally, let's take it home with number 10. Never, ever quit. Simply put, quitting never makes anything easier. Life is full of difficult times, but you have to always remember that there's someone else that has it worse than you do. And if they can keep on going, so can you. Days of pity, sorrow, complaints, and blaming circumstances on someone or something will only make your life long and hard. So, make your life easy. Life will be what you make of it. Don't quit and make it great. And there you have it, guys. The 10 principles of Make Your Bed. It's a short and easy read, but to be honest, you probably could have just read or watched the original speech itself to get everything that you need. In fact, the summary you're watching here is probably longer than the book. Go figure.
Thank you very much. Hook 'em horns.
Thanks for stopping by anyway. We appreciate you. This is Eat, Read, Sleep coming to you with book summaries to save you time. If you want to support, you can like, subscribe, follow, review, or comment, all that good stuff. We'll see you next time, guys. Hoorah!